What is good, CGS family? You are now tuned into True to Size, your favorite fucking podcast. And this is episode 198.
Well, then, that was quite the introduction there, Alvin. Oh my god!
Whenever we take a break, it's like
you feel energized.
I'm energized because I miss you guys. Two, I miss just talking shit with you guys, and it's just like it just starts from the beginning. So we just can't take a break if you want me to keep it chill.
That's fine. Well, I mean, we're getting older, so we load management is a real thing now, and we gotta take more frequent breaks. Unfortunately, did you guys watch the? We're getting into tangents because I realized I said a word. Did you guys watch the Kanye West documentary, Genius?
No.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
It's pretty insane. It's pretty good. I enjoyed it. Yeah. But at one point he says, I don't like to say excited because people think that is a negative thing. So he starts saying energized. Energized. Feeling energized. Alvin's feeling not excited. He's feeling energized. Or are you excited?
I don't know. I'm excitedly energized is what I am.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Not an energizer bunny, he's an excited bunny over there. Anyways,
that's a genius statement.
All right, let's start the episode. We usually do that before we even get started. Somehow it snuck its way into the actual
break.
Snuck in there, yo.
It's the breaks. What's going on, everyone, and welcome to True to Size. We are a weekly podcast centered around the wild world of sneakers. I will be your host today. My name is Lawrence Hopkins, and I'm joined by the rest of the quarantine at Canada Got Soul, Mr. Joel Hernandez.
Yo!
By the way, Joel, we missed you. We
missed you guys too, man.
We missed you lots, Mr. Joel Hernandez. And also the Energizer Bunny himself, Alvin Martinez.
Hi, guys.
He used it all. He used it all up.
Yeah, load management, man.
Load management, yeah. Throughout the episode now. Yeah.
Pacing himself.
First, it was just load management, like one episode every once in a while, and now it's like one segment every episode.
Yeah.
You just got to take time off. Yeah.
I'm 35 now, bro. Like,
damn,
holy,
damn! Happy belated birthday.
Yeah.
About 3 weeks ago. Anyways, what's going on, everyone? We are back. That's correct. We miss you guys. We miss you guys every time we take a break. But sometimes life hits us, and that kind of just happens. But we're coming to you live with a special Air Max Day episode because as you're listening to this, it is 3/26. It is Air Max Day today. So we're going to do our best to keep everything very Air Max centric, to keep with the theme. We're going to do our best. At least no news, but a ton of different discussion topics surrounding Air Maxes, collaborations, and all those fun things. But first, Joel.
Fire round.
Yes, I missed that.
There
Did you? I don't know if you heard, Joel, but Alvin tried to do that a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. Did it go?
He was not energized at that time.
No.
He was.
That was a segment I wasn't energized for. That last.
He was not. He needed to charge up for that one, and he did not. Anyways, yes, the fire round. We'd like to start every show with a quick hitting question from you, our listeners. And this week's question comes from Manny Anaya. Manny in the house. This one's kind of crazy, but it's honestly at this rate with our show this week, it's very fitting. And he says his question's not even I guess it's a question. You had a crazy ass party and blacked out. Any question that starts with that is going to be really good.
Oh shit.
When you woke up, you noticed you had a new tattoo that you have no memory of getting. Where is this tattoo placed and what sneaker is it? So we're assuming it's a sneaker, obviously.
A sneaker.
You don't remember getting it. So basically the question is, what would your subconscious get tattooed on your body and where would it go? Which is kind of a deep question when you think about it. He just phrased it in a very degenerate way, which is perfect for us. I'll start while you guys
think. Hard one.
And I'm gonna go. I think that my go-to would probably be the Nike Mag.
Okay.
Just like some crazy
Yeah,
ass, like just something like that.
Of course. Yeah.
Because like everyone, not everyone, but lots of people get like the Jordan 1 tattoo or Jordan whatever, like basic stuff. I would get something crazy. I'd probably get the Nike Mag. And honestly, if I was like drunk, like blackout, I'd probably get it somewhere like strange that I don't have any other tattoos, like on my calf or something, like on the back of my calf, where I would just like I wouldn't even see it. I would just feel it. And then like I would catch it in the mirror and be like, what is that? Like kind of out of sight, and then realize later, like, oh, I have a tattoo of a Nike Mag on my calf now. So that's going to be mine. Joel, what would yours be and where?
All right. Okay, so mine would be
Oh, goodness.
it would be, the Jordan 5 off-white.
Mm-hmm.
It would be like a commemorative tattoo, like rest in peace, Virgil, yo, like all that kind of shit.
Yo.
Right? And I would have it, how like on the Jordan 5, it has like, on the netting on the side, it has like a hole.
Yep.
Like
I'm not ready, bro.
I have that. Hold on.
I can't even say it.
I'd have that. I'd have. Hold on. Cut. Hold on. Yo, I'd have that on my belly button, guys.
Honestly,
that'd be sick.
The most PG I thought that was gonna. I thought that was gonna be.
I was gonna say yeah, but
I thought that was gonna be way less PG
I didn't
than
have
it
to
was.
Oh man,
spread any cheeks or anything. But yeah, but like it would be on my belly button, Can you imagine like a Jordan 5 sneaker with the hole, and that hole is like your belly button?
I can imagine. Right? Yes, I can. I can imagine it too vividly. Unfortunately, yes, I can imagine.
So R.I.P. Virgil. That's your off-white.
Damn. No, I think he'd appreciate that.
Yeah, man, for real.
It's creative. It's art. Alvin, what's your pick? Not your pick. I don't know if I want to call it a pick. But yeah, what's your choice?
Your choice.
I thought about this one really hard in the last 2 minutes, and I think I would do a Jordan 1 outsole on top of both of my feet.
Holy shit.
On top?
Yeah.
On the top.
That doesn't even make sense.
It's like I'm stepping on my own feet.
No, it looks like your foot is upside down.
Exactly.
That'd be crazy.
I thought about that one real hard, guys.
I think you should get that.
That's art.
And then when you look down, it's like, oh shit, someone stepped on my foot. And they're like, nope, it's a tattoo.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
It's there forever. What do you think would hurt more? A tattoo on the top of your foot or a tattoo on the bottom of your foot?
Top,
bro. Because like,
really?
I feel like the bottom is more like the skin's tougher on the bottom of your foot.
Yeah, man.
Maybe the question's not hurt. Which one would be more uncomfortable?
Top. I feel like bottom of my foot would tickle, yo. Like
exactly, and you'd be like moving, like that's mad uncomfortable.
Yeah, but then no one can. You're just stepping on your tattoo. So waste. That's why you put on the top.
No, that wasn't the question, though. The question is
actually,
which one would be more uncomfortable? I think it would be more uncomfortable to get a tattoo on the bottom of your foot.
But the skin is thinner on the top.
I know, but like I can deal with I can deal with the pain. Like I can just sit there and sit through the pain. But if I'm being tickled for X amount of hours and like moving and like trying not to like, and it hurts a little bit, that just feels like.
But then, if you get it on the bottom, you can't walk for like a week.
Also that, yep.
Yeah.
But it would pay off if you're on a beach with your feet up on a chair. People would see you walking by and be like, "Oh, nice feet."
Nice feet.
Nice shoe feet.
Nice feet shoes.
Nice shoe feet.
Well, Manny sure knows how to get us going. Thanks, Manny, for the question.
Yeah, Manny, that was good.
If you would like to submit a question for the fire round and have us answered on the pod, please shoot us a message on Instagram or email us at canada.soul@gmail.com. Next up, these CGS picks. Each week, we all pick an upcoming sneaker to analyze, dissect, and give our thoughts on. Then we decide if it's poop, scoop, whoop-de-whoop, or Alvin's trademark phrase.
C'est très joli.
So here's the thing
Bruv.
here. C'est très joli, bruv. Here's the thing here, bruvs. I mentioned this was going to be an Air Max centric podcast episode. And these guys were like, okay, sick. I'm going to make sure that my picks are Air Maxes in the CGS picks. And I was like, that's a good idea. I'm glad you guys did that because I didn't. But it's because we've been talking about Air Maxes now for 22 days. Like we've done a lot of Air Max picks. Like I've already talked about the concepts. I believe they're called the Far Out, the last one. Like the best one of the pack, in my opinion. They just showed the special packaging and I lost my mind. I hope they actually release like that. Yeah, so I tried my darndest to find an Air Max to talk about, but Alvin and Joel took the last two upcoming Air Max releases on the planet, so I can't do them myself. But I did find a very cool shoe nonetheless, and it is a Nike Dunk. Kel Surprise.
Of course.
I know. And it is
surprise.
Nike Dunk Low Sun Club. So speaking of the beach, this is a beach-themed Nike Dunk. It's dressed in like a pale yellow upper, and the toe box and mid paneling is like I don't even know a better way to describe it. It's like a blanket you would put on like a banig. Like it's like a straw, almost like a straw-ish looking, like very canvasy, but like thicker. I don't even know how to describe it. White midsole, speckled white midsole, speckled yellow outsole, and the highlight of this shoe is like the swoosh itself. When it comes to a point, is a different color, and it's meant to look like a wave. So they have like actually split the swoosh. And it looks like the rest of the swoosh is embroidered like a regular swoosh. And the wave part is just embroidered in a different color directly onto the side panel. And then you have like little splashes embroidered. Really hard to actually explain now that I'm trying to explain it. But if you looked at it, I'm doing a good job. They're really, really, really unique and cool looking. They look super like cartoony almost, like the splashes and stuff. On the tongue, it says Nike Sun Club, which is really cool because they have the Nike Run Club. So I can only imagine it's a play on that. On the inside of the tongue tags, you have like palm trees with a hammock hanging, just like really cute. It's a cute looking shoe, you know? They're like playful and fun, and that's what I like in sneakers. So, and they're like wearable too, which is nice. Like the colors are very wearable and like muted and just very dope. So yeah, I'm a big fan of these. They're supposed to drop sometime in 2022. I can only imagine the hope is that they will drop in the summer because of Sun Club, but because of shipping delays, I think that the St. Patrick's Day dunks are going to drop in like September. So we might get these Sun Clubs in the dead of winter, unfortunately. But either way, they're dope. I think I'm going to try and pick a pair up because again, super clean, super wearable, shape looks good, quality looks nice, and they're unique. I'm going to call them a scoop, not quite a whoop-de-whoop, but a scoop for sure. Yeah, very, very, very cool. Sun Club pack. Apparently there's a pack, whole pack. Joel, what's your pick this week?
Okay, so my pick is the Air Max 1 Blueprint. These are pretty dope. I don't know if you remember, but like a couple of years ago, there was like a Air Max 1 schematic that dropped. There was like a black pair and a white pair. And this is pretty much like the blueprint of that. So I don't know if would that be a pack?
A collection?
But this is like, or a collection. Yeah. But seriously, this is really dope. They got the grid patterns pretty much like on the tongue itself, like on the tongue tag. With Nike Air Max on the tongue, on the I guess the medial side of the shoe. It's a predominantly white and like a Carolina blue, sort of like a blueprint blue, if you want to call it.
Wow, wonder how they came up with a nickname.
I know, right? Jeez. But yeah, so it's got like a mesh toe. The blue itself looks like it's in like a suede nubuck kind of material. It's got premium leather on the lateral, on the medial side of the shoe, on the heel as well. It's got like on the Nike Air logo at the back. It's got sort of like an atlas kind of thing, or a world. Kind of, I don't know. It's pretty dope, man. A lot of details into this shoe. It's got the mini swoosh, of course. On the, like I said, like on the lateral side of the shoe, it's like a blue blueprint swoosh, and on the medial side, it's got the a white grid, sort of like what do you call that? The blueprint kind of thing, still like the grid, whatever it is. But yeah, I'm struggling, man.
You know what? I was really struggling to describe my shoe too, so it's okay.
No, but there's a lot of detail on the shoe, man. It's
both
crazy.
of our shoes have cool details.
Even to the shoe liner. I'm like looking at it right now. And it's got like, I don't know if it's the bottom of the shoe liner, the inner liner, like if you take it out, or if it's the top. But it's got like the like, I don't know if you remember, but like on the pamphlets of the Air Max ones, it would come breakdown of like, what's in the shoe, like the air bubble and stuff like that. It's got that kind of logo diagram on it, and on top, like at the very bottom of the diagram, it's got like, looks like not really North America, but it's like the States. And then it's sort of like the States, and then it's, I don't know if that's Alaska, and then you got the air unit, or you got the outsole, and then the midsole, and then the air unit. It's weird, man. Like,
I think it's because this pair. So my understanding of these Air Max Day releases is they're region specific, and this one is the North America one. So that's probably why. I think that the Wabi Sabi, I believe it's called, the brown one, is Latin America and Asia, and then the lights, what's it called, is a French thing.
The gradient one,
something City of Lights or something like that. That one is like Europe, the iridescent one, and then this one is North America.
But you don't that's see probably Canada, what that. Though.
Yeah, that's kind of to America. They are all of North America.
Oh yeah, true.
So
makes
makes sense.
Yeah, man. These dropped already when you're listening to it. Listen to the pod. But yeah, these are cool, man.
Which one of the three is your guys' favorite?
Which one
of the three Air Max Day releases? Well, I guess, we'll exclude concepts. So Wabi Sabi, the brown one, the Lumiere one, the iridescent, and then this blueprint one, which is North America. Which one's your guys' favorite? I think mine's probably Wabi Sabi, the brown one.
Oh yeah,
Wabi Sabi is cute. But I honestly like the blueprint more.
Yeah,
I don't know why, but
I don't know. Is the tree line in it? I like the tree line.
That one is supposed to be 420.
Okay.
Yeah, that one's supposed to be.
But it's already out.
They dropped accidentally early, is my understanding.
Because Bearmans have them.
Yeah, they dropped. They weren't supposed to release, but they dropped. Like, I think the stores got them in.
Yeah.
And they were supposed to come out, and then they were like, actually, don't release them yet. And then some stores, were already like, oh, well, too bad. Yeah.
Oh, well.
I mean, it makes sense. They look like the skunks.
Yeah, that's the whole idea.
That's true, too. Yeah.
I mean, blame the shipments, I guess. But also, y'all should have thought of that sooner.
Yep. Shouldn't have sent it so early.
That's right, yo.
Should have held it back like everything else you guys do.
It's not often now that things are showing up too early. Like, that's,
I know.
Yeah.
Damn. That's very rare. Alvin, what's your pick this week?
Unlike my brothers here who have overly detailed sneakers, my Nike Air Max is in the unbranding of sorts. So I'm guessing Nike wants to lessen the branding that they put on their Air Maxes or sneakers. And they're gonna mute it a little bit more. So like on this Air Max 97, it's literally like an off-white, like beige, or not even a beige, like what color would this be? Hold on, it's probably in the description here.
Tan.
Like a very light tan. It's literally
cream.
Like just like probably a cream. But on this Air Max 97, where you usually see the mini swoosh, it's also not there. And then where the swoosh is right now, it's like a very faint, like it's kind of embossed, but it's very lightly embossed. So you can barely see it. I kind of like it. I feel like it kind of makes the shoe a little bit more sophisticated. It's kind of like that Hender scheme. Is that the right?
Yeah.
Like the fours where they kind of like just put like yeah. It's kind of giving me like the Hender scheme ish vibes, where it's just like they're trying to make it a little bit more premium with less branding. They do have a little bit of branding on the tongue. Like you'll still see like, you know, a little swoosh. But again, it's muted. Like it's the same color as everything else on the tongue. It's embossed, but lightly embossed. And then you'll still have that mini swoosh on the back of the midsole on the heel. But other than that, like there's really no other branding on it, which is pretty cool. And like I said, like it's I feel like it's a little bit more sophisticated because all the branding is muted. You can probably wear these to dress them up and whatnot easier than you would like a regular Air Max 97. These are cute though. Like I probably won't cop them just because they're super, super like light colored, and I don't trust myself with, you know, those colors too much. But I mean, again, if I ever see these at like, you know, a Dixie outlet mall, the clearance of all clearances, I'd probably scoop them, but not for retail, just because, you know, I don't want to pay for a shoe that I'm going to get dirty real bad. So this is just a super duper cute for me.
Super duper cute. It can't be that cute if you're only going to buy it on 80% off, but that's fine. I'm not going to.
Exactly. Well, they're not poop.
Yeah.
That's fine. Cute. It's your term. You can use it however you want. I won't force a definition on you. You're the one who coined it. So I won't do anything. Anyways, next up, previously in Kicks. This is the part of the show where we review our latest pickups and recap the latest happenings in our sneaker lives. And 2 weeks off, so we may have some things to report. Alvin, anything for you?
No. I saw Spider-Man No Way Home.
How was that? Did you like it?
I'm not mad at it.
It's been 4 months, bro. You just watched it?
Yeah. What?
Oh my God.
For that shit.
That's fair.
Crazy. No, I would have paid for it. I just, you know, didn't have time / like, you
didn't
know,
want to pay for it.
Can't really take my daughters to the movie theaters to watch that because they
true.
probably wouldn't have like much of an attention span. But yeah, I personally enjoyed the film. Definitely a tearjerker in some moments. So yeah, that's about it. That's the most I've copped / didn't cop.
Yeah,
in the past 2 weeks.
Did you watch it on IPTV?
Yes, sir, I did.
How was it? Was the quality good?
It was a great version.
Whoa.
Very clear.
Yeah,
the internet was working well, so you know it didn't like freeze up on me at all. And because you know how sometimes IPTV, for anyone who has IPTV, it always freezes or messes up at the worst part.
Yeah.
Like right it's when probably it's like at the climax of and then it's just like boom, frozen, and then it goes to the end of the movie, and you're just like, what the hell happened in between? And then, but no, it was great. It was working well for me that night, so no complaints on my end.
Yeah, I think they just released the digital copy of that movie, like to buy. So the IPTV version is probably really good now. So I might watch it again soon. I think they changed their plan. I think you can get it for anybody listening. First of all, this may be a very specific to Toronto thing, and even like a small subset of Toronto who knows what IPTV is. Basically, illegal cable. A legal cable that you pay for still, so it's not that illegal. You're not stealing it completely, but I think they have a plan now for $40 for the year instead of like every couple months. I think it used to be like $20 or $30, $40 for the year. So,
but how good is that?
Yeah, that's the problem. Like, is it actually any good? That's
like, can you actually reach someone to fix it, or is it like, oh, we'll
also
get back to you when we can because it's only $40 a year?
Yeah,
for $40 a year, I wouldn't even ask someone to come fix it. I'll just buy another one. Just keep buying them. Have a stack of them.
$40 a month.
Still cheaper than cable, which is really sad, though.
That's facts, bro. Oh my gosh.
Damn. For real.
Anyways, Joel, anything for you in the last 2 weeks?
No, man. Like it's been really rough for the fam, so it's just been chill. But yeah, man, just blessings. That's all I've been copping, man. Left and right, yo.
Copping blessings. I do know that you had success on something today, but we'll wait until next week, I guess.
Yeah,
until it actually. Yeah,
Team Shoe.
We like to wait until they come in until we discuss them.
Yeah.
Speaking of wait till they come in, so
they all came in.
I don't know how this keeps happening because this is not my fault. This is like really it's not. So here's what happened with me. This is another instance of they gave it to me. So
they said, "Hey," I said, "Okay, all right."
It's not your fault, bro.
So 2 weeks ago, the Nike Dunk High Supreme pack released. I've been talking about this shoe since we first saw images. I've been really excited for them.
Yes.
It's like an unapologetically Supreme collaboration. Like they just look super Supreme-y, really like on par with their brand image. And I just thought they were really cool and really unique. Been waiting, have been like setting pairs aside in case I missed that I could like trade for, et cetera, et cetera. So been like mentally prepping to get at least one. At least one. The day of comes and I take like the biggest of big L's on the Supreme website. In their defense, the website was super smooth. It's just when some people got to the pay now screen, you got like errors and some people got through. But like a lot of people saw success that day, so I can't really complain. Lucky for me, 2 coworkers, friends, we'll call them, were able to hit one on the Brazil for me and one on the red and navy pair for me, which was very, very exciting for me. Was able to secure those ones for retail, which was awesome, obviously.
Jeez.
The black and white one was actually the one that I really, really wanted. And again, like had been preparing. So I posted in Soul Savvy offering to trade the pistachio Dunk Low, the Unions. That again, accident. Bought them by accident.
They gave it to you.
I told you guys the story. It was an accident that I even had that shoe. By the way, side tangent. I didn't when I bought those from Union, didn't get hit with the duties, and I was like, yes. Wow. Today a FedEx bill came in the mail.
Oh, for the Unions?
For $110. Yeah. But it's my old address, so I just might not pay it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Anyways, so yeah, I posted it, and literally same day, someone was like, "Yeah, I'm down. I really want the Unions, and I hit the Supremes, but I don't really want to keep them." So I was like, "Sick! I completed the pack. Dope. Done deal." So I was able to acquire. Wait,
and then the mystery color.
I was able to acquire all 3, and I was like, "Done. I'm happy. Can't complain." So in a related story that I'll tell in a second, I was clearing out some pairs, just trying to make some space, because I didn't want to pack a bunch of things up. So I was just going through stuff, and I was like looking at stuff, and I sold a bunch of stuff for super cheap just to get rid of it. And then I found my Bred 11s, and I hadn't worn them in like probably 3 years.
Yeah,
and I was like, I'm keeping this shoe just because I for shits, basically, like just for fun. So again, I posted that one for trade in Soul Savvy. I literally said, "Show me what you got. I don't wear these. Just show me what you got." The first trade offer, size 9, black, white, Supreme Dunk High.
Fine, you might as well double.
And I was like,
dog.
You know what? Sure.
That's the one you wanted too, bro.
Yeah. So I was like, yeah,
easy.
I was like, you know what? Sure, why not? So yeah, that's how I ended up with 4 pairs. Technically retail on all 4, which is, I mean, imagine saying no to that. Yeah, could not say no.
That's great. Yeah,
very, very cool. So this is something I didn't post because I was already embarrassed that 4 pairs of Supreme Dunks came in at the same time. But I also picked up again, it was just fell into my Supreme. Sorry, not Supreme. Air Max 95 Neon. Finally picked up a pair of those.
Yeah.
Because just somebody happened to have them, and they were like, "Yo, do you want them?" Before I just get rid of them, and I checked prices, and I was like, they have gone up a lot.
Yeah,
really?
Man.
Yeah,
like a lot. So I was like, if I don't get them now for retail, I'm probably never gonna get them. So I wasn't really wanting to get them, but I did anyways.
Yeah.
Nice. So what am I gonna do?
They gave it to me.
Yeah, that's what happens. I don't know. But yeah, that's I think that's it. That's all. Nothing else.
Heavy weekend, bro.
It was a very heavy
week.
That's a good segue to something potentially for next week, but it was very heavy. Yes.
Oh shit. He gave it to him, bro.
It just keeps happening. I'll tell that story next week. It just keeps happening.
I'm gonna be good this year. But you are.
I've gotten rid of a lot.
Spending.
Yeah, I've gotten rid of a lot of stuff. I'm just replacing it with newer stuff. Oh, actually, I think this was like the week that we recorded, but afterwards, we went down to Makeway for their Rebellionaire release and picked up a pair just because I happened to be there. I picked up a pair. We'll probably just sell them for retail to somebody in Soul Savvy, but shout out to Makeway for that because was just really cool that they got those. Big, the only store in Canada to release them early, which was like it's a big deal.
Yeah, facts.
We got some big accounts, so that's really really cool. So shout out to them. All right, next up, thumbs up, thumbs down. In this part of the show, we give our opinion on various sneaker related topics with zero context or discussion. All we're allowed to say is thumbs up or thumbs down. And because it's Air Max episode, we're going to keep doing Air Max stuff. And this one, a more recent Air Max that kind of had its moment and then kind of didn't have its moment anymore. And that's the Air Max 270. Thumbs up, thumbs down to the Air Max 270. Joel.
Up.
Alvin.
Up.
I'm gonna go thumbs down. Next up, NSR. Okay, this one. Okay, everyone collect themselves because this is a good one. Next up, NSR, not sneaker related. We talk about sneakers a lot, so in this weekly segment, we're gonna take 30 seconds out of the show to discuss something completely irrelevant from the world of sneakers. And I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago, I watched a show on Amazon Prime Canada. This is not an ad, called Last One Laughing. And it was like, it's basically a game show with comedians. And the whole point is if you laugh, you lose and you're kicked off the game show. Shit. Good friend of the show, Andrew Fung, was on it. So I definitely recommend tuning in. Okay. It's on Prime Video. I haven't laughed out loud at a show in quite some time. And I was like laughing at that show. It was really funny. And it's like, I want to say like 6 episodes and they're only like half an hour. So you can we watched them all.
You can binge that easy.
We watched them all in one night. Yeah, it was super easy to watch. Anyways, this is related to that.
Okay.
So if you were held at gunpoint and you were told that if you didn't make the gunman laugh, you would be shot.
Oh, man.
What would you do to make them laugh?
What the fuck?
So in this scenario, when somebody says or does it, you have to actually do it. And if the other 2 people here don't laugh, that means you got shot. If you made them laugh, that means you survived. And I'm already laughing.
This is bad.
Who wants to start?
Not me, bro. Fuck. I gotta think about this one.
I'll go first.
Joel's gonna start. So you need
Done. I'm already
you have like 10 seconds to make us laugh. And if you don't laugh, that means you got shot.
Okay.
You ready?
The gunman's
we're the gunmen. Yeah, we're pointing the gun at you.
And you guys say, make me laugh.
Yeah, make me laugh or I'm gonna shoot you with my gun.
I go like this.
Damn it.
I made a face, yo.
No one can even see it.
Doesn't count. None of our listeners are laughing. They would have shot you.
It's just they just heard you move around.
That's it. See?
Hey, it worked. You got it. I have a feeling that a lot of people are gonna survive this. Okay, I'm gonna go next.
I'm not, bro. I don't know.
I'm gonna go next. Okay.
Here you go. Hold on, I gotta brush my cheek.
Ready?
Okay.
Joel's belly button.
Yo.
Got your ass.
Off-white Virgil, yo.
Damn. Okay. All right, Alvin. Don't be the only one who gets shot. You have. Hold on. You have 10 seconds. Yeah. Okay.
10 seconds?
Yeah.
You didn't tell you there was a time limit.
Yeah, I said 10 seconds. You have 10 seconds to make us laugh. Ready, go.
Fuck. I got Kaya to punch me in the nuts.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at Joel.
Well, you're still laughing, sucker.
Joel laughs at everything. Damn it.
It's the problem. I can't, yo.
Okay, because he saw it happening, because he knows it would happen.
He's imagined it.
She'd wind up and everything, bro.
Yo, bro, she's savage like that. I'm glad, though. I'm glad she can do that, because, like, damn, she got to be able to defend herself anyway.
She has to, man, yeah.
Big facts.
That's what I would do.
We'd all survive.
Wow, thank goodness. If it was a room full of the three of us, we would be able to make each other laugh. Who knew? Who would have thought, right? All right, next up. Errors, edits, and e-messages. E. We are pretty smart guys, but from time to time we make mistakes. So if you catch us slipping, hit us in the DM and we'll let the world know that we goofed. First, from 8. So to preface this, the last episode we had was with Mr. Dutton, 80 Sneaks, who is a teacher from Utah. Andy, who hates pineapple on pizza. So, of course, our listeners came to talk about pineapples on pizza because they just ignored everything else in the episode and said, let's talk about this pineapple pizza situation. And the first one from HQ Inc., Harrison Koo. And he says, guys, just a suggestion for the end segment with Andy. If you guys didn't listen past the theme music last week, we were saying that, like, pineapple on like the Pizza app is under the vegetables section. They just have meats, vegetables, and cheese. That they have 3 sections. Yeah, pineapple is obviously not a vegetable, so it doesn't belong under there. But they just put it in that bucket, which is unfair to pineapples. Yeah. So Harrison says, "How about putting all the veggies and the pineapple together and calling the category produce?" Ooh. I don't hate it, but I don't like it. I don't. Produce makes me think of a grocery store. Yeah. I don't know if I want. I've never heard produce used outside of a grocery store. No. Maybe a refrigerator drawer.
It says produce.
Where it says produce drawer. That's the only. But I don't know if I would put a pineapple in that drawer. Would you put a pineapple in the produce drawer? Is a question.
I don't think. I don't think so. It won't fit in my produce drawer. I don't know what drawer y'all got.
No.
So there you go. There you go, Harrison. We just debunked your theory.
Debunked.
It's been debunked. Consider yourself debunked. Good try though. Good. You could just call it like, I don't even know actually what you would call it. Not produce. Produce is
fruits. Fruits and vegetables.
They just
fruits and veggies.
They need a more. They need a more overarching. There has to be a term that we could use for that. Anyways,
non-meat.
Not meat. Yeah, meat and not meat. That's honestly better. I'd be fine with that. I don't mind meat and not meat. All right. Anyways, also from Liu Kang _9.
Yo,
he says in relation to the banter at the end of last week's podcast. Again, everyone just wants to talk about.
We're like a Marvel movie. Yo, people wait till the end to hear this.
Literally, post credits. Like this is like the shawarma scene from Avengers, but it's just pineapple. He says pineapple is not the only fruit that is typically put on pizzas. There's fruit on almost every pizza. Tomatoes. I said what I said is what he said.
It's not wrong.
Do people put tomato or tomato sauce? Do you put tomatoes on pizza? I don't like tomatoes, so I don't know.
Some people do, like on a veggie pizza.
Yeah, like on a veggie
like
pizza.
Like actual tomatoes. You put like green peppers, mushrooms, and sliced tomatoes.
Why do you need tomato sauce? Bro. Why do you need tomato sauce and tomatoes?
To make it extra tomatoey.
That's like having a bread sandwich. Like, why do you need
bread with butter and then bread?
No butter.
And
just
bread and butter.
bread. Like that's like tomato on tomato. Is why do you need more tomato? That's just really strange.
But it's a different flavor.
I wouldn't know. Again, I don't like tomatoes.
Again, you don't like vegetables.
Well, according to Liu Kang 9, they're a fruit. So, but still, same rule applies. That's a whole different conversation. Not meat. That's the non-meat conversation.
Non-meat.
Whole different conversation about whether we actually consider tomato a fruit or a vegetable, because like science may say one thing, but like who really cares what science has to say, you know? Anyways, lots of things can be said about this pineapple pizza discussion. We could spend all podcast on it. Lord knows that we might one day, but this one we will not. We're going to move on. We're going to move on to the main discussion real quick, and that is about Air Maxes for the most part. And this is kind of in relation to the pickup that I had a couple weeks ago, and it's the Neon 95s. And I had been like putting those off for like the longest time. It was like, for me, it was like Joel's like 550s. Like realistically, probably could have pulled the trigger a handful of times, but just like kept putting on next time, like kicking the rock down the road. And I finally pulled the trigger. So I want to know, what's a pair that you've been, an Air Max specific, doesn't need to be expensive by any means. Like, not saying that the 95s were cheap, because 95s are not necessarily cheap. But what's a pair that you've been like waiting to buy and just kind of like putting off, that you just like need to pull the trigger on in terms of like Air Maxes, expensive or not? For me, there's actually quite a few, because I feel like I'm playing catch up, and I have like a kind of refined my taste with what I like in Air Maxes. And it would be the Ultramarine Air Max 180. I think Alvin has them, or had them at one point, maybe still has them. Really like 180s a lot. Have like 4 or 5 pairs now. My collection of 180s is growing, and Ultramarine is just so, it's like colorful but goes with everything. One of those. So really like the OG colorway, obviously. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Ultramarine 180s for me. Now that Neon 95s are acquired, it'd probably be those, and like I think it's called just the Chlorophyll Air Max 93. The regular, the white, and like with the greenish blue. Really want those as well. So those would be 2 pairs that I've like kind of set on picking up at some point, near or far, very soon. Alvin, what about you?
So definitely one of them that I can't justify it. It's the Air Max 97 Silver Bullet.
Oh yeah.
It's similar to you. Like, it's just like one of those OG-ish type colorways that like, it's like a staple within, the Air Max community. But like, I don't know. But like, and then I know that there was that like Persian blue swoosh one that came out. That was like a silver bullet.
Super close.
Or whatever. Yeah. But it's not the same. So it's like, I couldn't like, cool. It's cheaper. And it looks like the silver bullet, but it's not. That red swoosh, it just makes a little bit of a difference for me, and I'm chilling on that. And then speaking of Persian blue, I want the Persian blue B-dubs, like but same thing, like it's not the most overly hyped shoe, but it's also like I don't know if it's because I feel like I can just buy them whenever I want, because they'll be so readily available because they're not hyped, or it's just I don't know. But yeah, those are the, like, I would say 2 that I've just been like chilling on, that I haven't pulled the trigger on yet.
Maybe it's time, man. Yeah, maybe it's time. Maybe it's time soon. Who knows? Joel, what about you? Something that you've been like kicking the can down the road with in terms of Air Maxes that you just need to finally pull the. It's been a good year for Joel and knocking pairs off the list. I will say that. What's on the Air Max list that you need to knock off?
The one pair that, like, I see Mare, because Mare has it, right? And whenever she wears it, I'm like, shit, I should have got myself a pair. It's the infrared 90s, the remastered one.
Oh, I didn't know you. I thought you had those.
I just never got into, like, and there's like so many different colors that dropped, and just like it was so crazy. Like, I don't know, man. Like the infrareds, I'd probably have to say the infrared 90s for sure. The remastered joints.
That's a good pick. That's a very good pick. I had the green one, like the Volt one, and the remastered, and I never wore them, so I just got rid of them for like dumb cheap. But I kind of regret it now because it's a cool, clean colorway. The remastered has like aged well. Like it was like I remember when it first came out, none of us really liked them, and now I think we could all agree that it's grown on us a lot, like a lot.
Yeah, big time.
So related to an Air Max Day release coming up today when you're listening to this. The Far Out Concepts Air Max 1. The third installment of the Concepts Air Max 1 collection pack set.
Yeah.
One of the three. Closing it out. We've all seen the special packaging now. The special packaging is a literal bus. First of all, want to shout out the True to Size podcast because we guessed the theming of the shoes just by the early pictures. We said like Woodstock, hippies, all that stuff. You can go back like 4 episodes and we said that just by looking at the early leaked pictures. So you're welcome for the early scoop. Tune in for more. It's like a bus, like a VW bus looking like, or school bus, like 70s, like Woodstock style bus that these shoes come in, that literally it actually rolls, like it has wheels, comes with like a bandana, a bunch of cool things. Really, really cool. Are they in the conversation is my question actually, of Concepts being the best collaborator, period? Or maybe the question is, can you name someone better? Because I can't think of a miss in their long line when you think of all their Dunk SBs and like, they don't really miss.
They don't, man.
And like they knock stuff out of the park like crazy.
Okay.
I don't know. What do you guys think?
When you put it that way, if you were just talking Air Max, I'd be like, nah, you're tripping. But when you put it like ever,
overall, not just Air Max. Yeah, I believe this is their first.
And not
Air
even
Max.
just Nike, yo. Like any collaboration they've done, Asics, New Balance, like any.
Their Birkenstock,
yeah, dope, bro. I was just gonna say that Birkenstock collab was dope. But when you say like any, yeah, you're right. Like they haven't really flopped.
No.
Like everything has been like crisp. I can't think of like like even their Kyrie's.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the Kyrie collabs that they had. Like
when he was in Boston. Yeah.
I would never buy them, but they bang. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, no. Damn. When you put it that way, it like if it was just Air Max, I'd say no.
No, for sure. I agree. Yeah. This is their intro into Air Maxes, right? I'm sure we're gonna see. I mean, after this collection, you kind of have to give them more, but yeah, at this point, you just kind of come to expect it, which is crazy because this is like the toppest of the top, like craziness, and you just expect them to do it every single time.
Yeah, like their attention to detail and their whole like the way that they scheme up these ideas and stuff like that is just bar none. Like you can't it's unmatchable. Like, you know what I mean? Their storytelling pretty much.
Yeah.
With like most of their collabs were pretty much all of it. Like I'm thinking like fuck man, like ugly sweaters, like
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like even that tin box of the shoe, and you know it's like Christmas. Like, you know what I mean? Like
the Turduncan, which they did. Literally, the special box was like an oven. Shit, like,
it's crazy. It's like the way that they think about all these. Like, you know, these guys are like sneakerheads, man.
Details, bro.
And it's the details and storytelling. That's all it is, man.
And it's like the fact that they're all still wearable too, right?
Yeah,
like
that too.
Yeah. I don't know. They have to be up there. Like they just absolutely have to be up there. And at this point, I just want to see stuff they can do. Like give them a Jordan. Like give them anything. I just want to see what they can create because it's insane. This is another question. So we saw all of those 3 Concepts Air Maxes come out. We're seeing all those Air Max Day sneakers come out. We're seeing 2 Union Dunks next week. I believe on like March 31st or 30th or something like that. Supreme Dunks came out. We saw a bunch. March was heavy.
Crazy.
Did the shoe of the year come out this month? Is my question. Do you think that anything that came out this month is capable of being shoe of the year, like lasting the rest of the 8 months or whatever, 9 months?
That's hard to say, bro.
I know, but just do you think is anything of the caliber that it could make it there is mostly the question.
I would say either the heavy or the far out may be a contender. That other one, I can't remember what it's called.
Mellow.
Yeah, the mellow one was cute, but like it just compared to the other two, it was kind of. I mean, obviously it's called mellow, so it makes sense. But
yeah,
it's a nice pair, but it's it just doesn't bang as hard as the other two, man. Like the other two just
mellow.
have too much detail, too much like oomph, like, you know. But yeah, if anything heavy or like, I don't see the Air Max Day pairs being a contender. I mean, as dope as they are, they're just meh. But yeah, maybe the heavy, maybe the far out. But there's just too much going on in sneaker world. Right
Yeah,
now.
I know. It's gonna be a busy year. I'm gonna, because it's tough to say how things are gonna age too, right? Like, like the Jown 990s that came out last month. I feel like we're not necessarily slept on, but like didn't get a ton of attention. And I think now, even this month, they're starting to like gain momentum rather than like lose it. So you don't know what in like 2 months from now, everyone's going to be like, damn, should have bought those kind of thing.
Yeah.
But with all the things that came out, I think we might have seen, I think it might be a yes from me. Or at least
Supreme Dunks.
I honestly, okay. So if this pair this weekend, this far out pair comes out with publicly, like widely, not just like family and friends or in store, comes out with the special packaging, think it has the ability to be shoe of the year.
Facts.
I think that even without it, it's up there.
Yeah.
I think with it, because for me, shoe of the year is a bunch of things. It's up there and maybe it, especially if I can get my hands on a pair. I think the Dunks for me, like the black and white one, is going to be in my top 3 of the year too. So I personally might have seen 2 of 3 of my top pairs of the year come out this month.
Could be too. Right?
It's gonna be interesting. Yeah, you never know, because you're saying like you never know what might come out, but you never know what might not come out. We might not see anything good. I know that Chicago's are supposed to come out, but like, what if they mess it up?
Same thing with like the Georgetown ones that came out. Like they're cool, but something about them just doesn't appeal to me.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because the leather looks too smooth. But I don't know. Same thing could happen to the Chicago's. You know what I mean? Like everyone might be anticipating that to be the shoe of the year, but at the same time, if it doesn't look right, it's just like, we'll see, bruh.
What about those upcoming Jordan 3s that are dropping?
The muslin?
Muslin?
The muslin. And
those are also this month.
Oh, are they?
Weekend. Yeah.
Damn.
Friday.
All right. Well, that's another one.
And there's a black pair too, right? With like the brown toe.
I believe there is. Yeah. Black and brown. Yep.
And then the Neapolitan.
The Neapolitan one is what the
like the mocha joint
is what the mocha should have been, I think. Even though the mochas are still pretty dope, like I feel like if I score on the Neapolitan ones, I'm painting that elephant print brown. But
just whiting it out, patina.
I think
I don't know, man.
The Muslin are probably going to be up there. Probably top 10 for the year would be my guess. Definitely one of the better GRs I think we see this year for sure.
It's like a AMM3, like, but like not even comparable to it. But it's you know.
It's like the AMM3 we have at home.
The cousin. It's like the cousin of the AMM3.
It's the Nama Manier. Yeah.
Nah, man.
Nah, man. Joel, what do you think? Did we see shoe of the year in March? How did you? Sorry, answer the question. I have a follow up too.
All right, cool. Yeah, like you said, like it's potential that we might and might not have seen shoe of the year because, like you said, like who knows what's gonna drop, right? The Jown joints, fire. The Sense joints that dropped, the 2002 Rs, fire.
Yeah. Fact.
And then you're gonna throw in Supreme, the Dunk Highs in there, crazy fire. Like it's just a forest fire everywhere. Like it's just nuts, man. And the concepts that dropped and whatnot, and like you said, the muslin joints that are dropping, crazy. It's just gonna be crazy from now on. And I think, like you said, I'm with LDoggy on this one too. And it's potentially that we might have seen the top 2 probably shoe of the year in this month,
which is insane because it felt like this month was busy, but I just wasn't sure if it was just me. Joel, how did you feel about this Concepts Air Max 1 pack overall? I know that you're like the resident Air Max 1 guy. I know we all have a pretty healthy collection of it, but you've been like doing it for a while.
Yep.
Definitely some of the most wild I've seen. I'm interested to hear your take on all of it.
Oh, I loved it, man. Just I'm a geek for the whole like detail, like attention to detail and stuff like that. The materials alone, like I don't have a pair, but seeing pairs on people's feet and whatnot, it's a different cloth. Like, you know what I mean? It's the same print, but it's just a different cloth, and that's insane. Like, it's not all the same shoe. Like that one picture, I don't know if it's out in Europe, but everybody's rocking the pair of heavies that dropped, and you can see the different type of tiger
the
print,
denim is and the denim and the tiger print is all different. Yeah,
the denim's a different wash. Like it's crazy, and to think about that, and it's just like the whole like detailing of the box and everything. That if this far out stuff, like if that stuff drops, crazy. You get all that stuff with. Oh my gosh,
I am
nuts, man.
Praying. I would love.
Man. They killed it. They smashed it out of the park. It's out in orbit right now. It's like circulating.
It's far out, man.
But yeah, man, it's far out, man.
All right, let's close this out. Super light, hopefully an easy question to remember the answer to. Again, Air Max Day. Happy Air Max Day, everybody. Celebrate responsibly.
Yes.
All those things.
Just do it.
Yeah, just do it, etc. Do you guys remember your first pair of Air Maxes? I do,
Yep.
so I can start if you guys need. I know maybe Joel needs to think about it. Mine was the infrared Air Max 90 in 2009, I believe is when they came out. Bought them because of FOMO, because I had just started a Foot Locker like the year before, and that maybe the same year,
2010, I think.
Whenever they came out, yeah, it was like the first pair that I was like, they came in, we were doing pre-orders on them. I was like, why does everyone care about this? We had other Air Max 90s on the wall. I was like, I don't get why this one is so special. And then I was put on game by the older heads at the store, Alvin included, and was like, all right, I need a pair. FOMO got to me. FOMO got to me. I bought them and never looked back. Really, still have them. Great shoe, great quality on that one. Love the bright infrared. It's like an actual infrared on that pair, which is dope. They did a really good job with that retro. So yeah, it was infrared 90s for me, which is a pretty good one. Proud of that one. Alvin, what's yours?
Mine were the infrareds as well, but the history of air.
Oh, cute.
Ones. And those were like my first Air Max pickup, but also my first, I believe it was one of my first like meetup pickups. Either first, I probably second, because I think my first one was a fire red in the subway, which was kind of scary. But the second one was like with the homie Marvin at South Common Mall out here in the Mississaugas of Ontario. And yeah, man, after like seeing that, the infrared on like all the friggin' blogs and just all the sites and stuff, was like, when I saw them for such a good price, I was like, I got a cop, man. So that was my first one. And then plus the history of air, that insole was just too
crazy.
Dope.
Yeah, man.
So yeah.
All right, Joel, reach back.
Okay.
Your first pair.
My first pair that I bought with my own McDonald's money from working there would be the Air Max 95. I don't know the name of the color, but it was white with black stripes, and it had like green air bubbles inside. Like, I don't know the name of it, but OGs will know. Like, you guys will probably know. I just remembered because they were really expensive, and they were like money that I had saved up on my own kind of thing. So I bought it with my own money kind of thing. So I remember that, and I remember seeing like all the air bubbles had like different PSIs in it, like 25 PSI and 10 PSI. It was like different back then. It was a huge air bubbles. And if I can remember the name of it, I can't remember the name. It was just white with the black stripes on it. And yeah, that was my first.
Okay, someone's gonna EEE. Don't worry.
Yeah, somebody's got to. We got some big Air Max heads. They've got to know. Well, that's cute. Maybe we'll all bust out our first pair of Air Maxes today. No, probably not.
No. They're beat to shit, bro.
Don't know where mine are right now. Couldn't even if I wanted to. But yeah, once again, to everybody listening, happy Air Max Day. It is today. It is in 4 days, so it feels weird saying that for us right now. But again, happy Air Max Day as you're listening to this. Miss you guys. I'm glad we were able to line it up after a week off. That's all we got for us this week. I'm going to see you guys on Saturday, so I'm very excited for that. Wherever you guys are taking in this episode, please leave a comment, review, follow, and or subscribe. Make sure to check out CanadaGotSoul.ca to shop the latest CGS merch, peep the YouTube for latest videos, and check out CGS Talk on Facebook to chop it up with us. Don't forget to use hashtag CanadaGotSoul on Instagram for a feature. I have been Lawrence Hopkins, and you can find me at LDoggyStyles on Instagram. Woof.
I'm Joel Hernandez. You can find me at Joe Dooney, JO_D 3 O's NEY.
My name's Alvin Quincy, and you can find me at MisterQ and then Mart.
And thank you for listening to us talk about sneakers for 198 episodes. And please remember to rock your kicks. This has been True to Size. We have been CGS, and we are out. Peace. Produce is a weird one.
What do they do? If you add produce, then you can also add other fruits, where you can now make a dessert pizza.
Would you have those accessible when you're ordering a regular pizza?
Why not, man?
I'm just trying to think of a better word.
What's the best dessert after having regular pizza? A dessert pizza.
Brownies.
Ooh. On a pizza?
On a pizza.
Who is it? I think it's Pizza Hut that has that big deep dish cookie pizza.
Oh, yeah.
Deep dish cookie pizza.
Put some ice cream on there.
Yeah, there you go.
And then a brownie.